I have more HP than you?
Alrighty, welcome back, everybody, to another
your
episode.
Power gaming is garbage.
Welcome back to another episode of Undermountain here on Javelin Entertainment. We'll be streaming this story every Thursday, roughly around sometime near 6 p.m. Central. And if you missed the last chapter, you can find it on the channel page or by clicking on the link in the playlist link in the description. Last time, our adventures were within Wyllowwood after defeating the spider creatures when they were cornered by 3 large awakened trees who had come to investigate the party and their business. They deemed the intrusion and attack of the creatures within the forest as needing restitution and took the party to the Druid of the Wood to atone. The trees carried the party to a large stone tree that seemed to have a tower constructed within, and upon knocking, Halastree, a tree butler, answered the door in response and invited them inside, leading them to the throne room. There they met Wyllow, the Druid of the Wood, who asked them to rid an intrusion to the north in recompense for their attacks on the spiders. The party went to the northern caverns and heard loud moaning. Ari investigated a side chamber and got absorbed by a cloaker. Zella, Zannah, and Gibillion fired off into it before realizing they were hitting Ari as well. Ari was able to luckily escape the grapple and Misty Step out. The party then turned on the Cloakers and took them down with ranged attacks, chasing down the one that flew into a crystal cavern. Ari and Zannah pushed into the cavern as the others took up defensive positions. The creatures waited for the party and then surged towards them to wrap them up, wrapping up Zannah and Valcrie. Ari was able to pull Valcrie free, but was unable to free the one on Zannah, and she nearly died to damage from the creature before Gibillion rushed forward with a healing injection. With a flash of genius from Gibillion, Ari was finally able to pull off the creature from Zella, and finished it off. Zella finished it off with a hail of bolts. The party took a short rest as Gibillion adjusted his tools to remove some of the crystals from the cavern. And now the party had just headed back to Wyllow and given their report, who then showed them the entrance to level 6. And they had taken a long rest near this entrance. And after finishing your long rest, you all have begun the descent down into a new level. Another cavern. This one much smaller in size and very not exactly cramped, but certainly not as spacious as many of the tunnels between these levels. This one seems like it was created by some sort of creature. And you all eventually reach a spot where it begins to widen up once again. What would you all like to do?
Would like to let Roll20 actually there we go. Alright, we have just finished a long rest, is that right?
Indeed.
I would like to take 1 minute and I would like to animate my rifle if you don't mind.
Alrighty.
So yeah, I will blow my spell slot to do the cool things, guys. So I have my animated mechanism, and for the day I'll get to do a little bit of cool stuff. And while I'm at it, I will also give us all some temp HP, just while I'm blowing all my shit. So actually, I get to like do it over a minute, so if we're doing it for a minute, we'll take a good roll. So the best of 10 rolls, or wait, no, it's a fucking hour. I don't know why I'm dumb. Austin, can I give everybody the max temp HP?
This is from your little turret, your cannon?
Yeah.
Eldritch cannon?
Yep.
Sure. What is that?
So it is now, because we got the next level, all my turrets went up by a D8. So 2d8 plus 5.
So 16,
so
21?
16 plus 5. Yep, everybody take 21 temp HP. And, yeah. I'm finally a useful support, guys!
All right, and you can mark off one of the cannon usages.
Yeah, I only get 1 per day until I start burning spell
Wait,
slots.
how many temp HP?
21.
Jesus Christ.
And yeah, so that's running for an hour, and my other thing's running for a day, like 8 hours, I think.
So you get half your hit dice back from a long rest, right?
Yes.
How do we round that?
Up. Always round in your favor, I think.
Okay.
So add 5.
And then question, since I have different hit dice now, are they all the big one?
You can choose. Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, great. They're all the big one. Guys, I have such a nice amount of HP.
Alright. So yeah, we've got 59 minutes on the turret, 7 hours and 59 minutes on the animated mechanism, and let's go exploring, guys.
Yeah, you guys would have taken roughly about if you're doing this when you get up from your long rest, it would have taken you a couple of hours to venture down into the tunnel. So the cannon is gone, but your animated rifle has still got plenty of time on it.
Perfect. Alright, let's go exploring. Tanks,
And you guys should be on the page, yeah.
Yes, we are.
So yeah.
Off tank is not here today, so.
Yep, I will move Zannah where you guys want her positioned. But you guys are
The very front. Definitely the very front.
you guys are within about an 8-foot high tunnel that seems to be strewn with different debris, different pieces of rock that just litter the ground. And up ahead, you can see that it splits into 2 branches.
Alright, one goes left, the other goes right. Is that correct? Well, southwest and southeast?
Yeah, more or less.
Alright, guys.
I think Zannah should check it out.
Let's do it. So yeah.
Zannah is always
Alright.
going to take a passive approach unless there's a reason not to.
Yep. So yeah, basically we have Ari and Zannah in the front, me in the middle, and Valcrie and Zella behind.
Alrighty.
And we'll start exploring as a squad, if that's okay with squad.
Sure. I think it's more fun to have the person who's not here check the doors. Because if they get one shot, like, they won't know.
But we will, and we might feel bad.
No, I wouldn't feel bad. That ain't no problem. Alright, it looks kind of neato over here.
Alright, is that the route
Looks like
we
a
want to
road.
take?
Oh, that looks like a road too, though. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, so Valcrie, Valcrie. Wow, I'm getting even worse as this is going on. I was moving Valcrie. Ari, you can see that this kind of 8-foot tunnel breaks into a dark dungeon corridor in both directions. It has smooth stone walls and a kind of like a basic cobblestone across the ground, whereas before it was just rough stone throughout the tunnel.
Pardon me, but did you say that was to the southwest or the south?
Both. You see similar things in both directions.
Yep.
Alright. Anybody have a preference?
I vote we roll for it.
Alright.
1 is left, 2 is down. Okay, we're going down.
Down it is.
It's yelling timber.
I think it might loop. I must close the... I must fill in the map. My OCD requires it.
It appears to in fact loop, sir.
Oh, but it keeps going. It keeps going
Oh.
left a ways.
And so that's the route we're taking?
Definitely just following
Could
the
go
party.
down. It looked like there was more down. I saw this and was like, I must fill in map.
My intuition on the shape of the map that we've been placed on seems would suggest that this is not a terrible route to take.
To be fair, I've broken up the maps into pieces, so you guys have
Oh.
no idea how far it extends in each direction.
I see. Never mind. My intuition has led me astray.
Gotta fight Joe's metagaming somehow.
Small pieces here and there. Zella, as you begin to head towards a room, though, you can clearly see a broken door on the far end of this room, and strewn across the ground are 3 large wooden wardrobes that have been pulled over and smashed onto the floor. The walls themselves seem to be gouged with claw marks.
Ooh.
Let's see. Zannah and Valcrie are both near me and study more than I do. Do either of you guys have any intuition as to what sort of creature might have rampaged through here?
Well, that's the question.
Alright, where are
Is there
they?
any clue that would require an investigation?
Down
There's
here.
Yeah,
just
there-
a scratch mark.
You can certainly take an investigation check if you would like, Valcrie. Zannah
I like
offers
those claw
to
marks.
make a nature check, but seems very hesitant about her skills in such regard.
Well, I think Valkyrie will still encourage her to try it because it literally can't hurt. She can do nature.
She's not a naturey druid. I'm just more than
Right.
ya.
Not a nature druid.
I mean,
Well, it doesn't matter. Literally anything can help at this point when you don't know what you got.
Yeah, so you kind of encourage her, and she kind of looks at it and observes the claw marks, and like looks down at the broken wardrobes and kind of just shrugs. Looks like something with
Me too.
claws. Valkyrie, you take
Very
a look, and you
cute.
can see these these claw marks. Just kind of understanding how claws work. The claws that these were made from are easily 6 to 12 inches long. These are massive marks in the walls.
Ooh, we don't want to fuck with these claws, guys. They're big.
And Valkyrie, you also find a small pendant in the shape of a mountain, inset with a blue gemstone within the wreckage.
Wreckage? Is there like a something that beautiful or ornate would probably not just be down here willy-nilly? Is there like... Is it clear there was an attack that must have occurred here?
It looks like something smashed these wardrobes, and they've kind of been rooted through. And you just found like one of the areas that had been glossed over, that had been missed. So these were likely full of different objects before.
Well, Valkyrie will inform everyone of the really pretty looking pendant? Medallion? I don't know, whatever word you said. I'm thinking about pancakes, so it's kind of hard.
Yes, it is a pendant. It's like a necklace that is made with like a blackish stone and has a blue gemstone in the middle of a mountain.
is it magical?
What the heck?
You can look at.
I'm asking. I'm asking.
Oh, in character. Gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't do the voice.
Valkyrie doesn't have detect
Magical.
magic, so like... Does Valkyrie think it looks magical? Because
You can make an Arcana check if you want.
Sure. If that's how easy it is, we'll see if she can get a clue. Or Arcana. Bloop. Oh, that's lower.
So looking at this object, it certainly has properties of items you've seen that could contain magic. But looking at it, it doesn't give off any glow or innate humming. Nothing that would clue you off to... Nothing that would give you any confirmation one way or another. So potentially.
I think she will pick it up then. And put it away.
Alright, you can
Stick
add
it in the
a...
back for now instead of wearing it.
you can add a
I'm
mountain
gonna wear
pendant to
it.
to either the party loot or your inventory, your choice.
She'll put it in her stuff. After all, she found it. She'd like to know if it's magical, and if it's magical, she'd like dibs.
All right, and you all also see another door that is still intact to the right.
Like this way.
No, it's right here.
That.
Yep.
All right.
And then there's a
Who wants
broken
to,
one to the south.
Real door or broken door?
Are we continuing in the
Wait, where's the
direction
real
of
door?
the claw marks?
Real door right here, Andrew.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the claw marks are all across the walls in this room.
Is the real door locked?
It's closed.
If I try to open it, is it locked?
It doesn't seem to be.
Okay, I open it.
All right.
One-way dynamic lighting. Boom.
Not quite. I haven't put it in
Oh.
yet.
Dun dun dun.
Are those tubs?
Yes,
Eggs?
you see within this second room 3 stone basins that are evenly spaced across this eastern wall. And the doors of a stone cabinet in the southwest corner hang open.
Are we in a sauna?
There are just tons of contents from this cabinet that have been tossed onto the floor. Crumbling bars of soap, steel bristled wooden brushes, washcloths so old that they disintegrate. There's just dozens of old cleaning items.
Neat.
Cool beans.
Anything of value? Well, sorry, in character. Anything of value?
Depends on what you value.
Gold.
There is nothing gold in there that you can
Is
tell.
there anything that would be easily exchanged for gold?
Easily is very subjective, so at your own
That's why
discretion.
that's why I'm asking the world's god to make the judgment.
I cannot make that judgment for you.
Alright, let's move on.
Charge.
Alright,
Sorry, what was that?
let's move on.
Charge.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do the south.
Onward.
Do-do-do-do.
Are we in a... I can't tell if we're in a bathhouse or like gas chamber.
Why not both?
Depends what ethnicity you are. Does this move on either direction to the south and the east, Austin?
It does indeed.
Are they both different maps?
Yep.
Do you have a preference which map we take?
Nope.
Alright guys, which map do you want?
Oh, hold on. Are there any noises coming from either direction?
Make a perception check, Valcrie.
Okay.
Get guided.
Oh, see, guided would be good.
Yeah, have a word of encouragement.
Boop.
Ah.
You,
I can't see anything.
Zannah is just chewing on a large piece of jerky right next to you, and all you can think about is her lips smacking, and you are just infuriated, and you will take disadvantage on your next check.
Well, that's fair considering how obnoxious that is. Can we not do that right now?
Yes.
It's a little. We don't know where there's any bad.
Alright,
guys
alright.
and-
Comes down to randomness again. Which way do you want to be one?
There-
Which one do you want to be two?
And
It's in the order
Gibillion,
you'd read in, so left is always one.
Gibillion, you also see a large door to the left.
Oh, go ahead and turn it into a D3, sir. So 1, 2, 3.
All right, it's 3.
All right, we're going to the east, Austin.
All right.
Weast.
West. West. Actually, wait a minute.
Hooligan.
Do we want to go on the door because it's on the same map first, or do we want to go east?
Nope,
Up to you
we,
guys.
we let the dice decide, and the dice decided.
Well, we're
Excellent.
also
To the east.
completionists.
Eh.
We're completionists that let the dice decide the order.
Yeah.
Just because you see
chilling.
everything doesn't mean you care about the order. All right. So this one. I have to make sure I take you guys to the right one. I think this is right.
That'd really throw us off. Austin just
Oh.
shoots
To
us
a
random maps
random-
every time.
Hold on,
we
I
leave.
gotta. Oh, I did put you guys in the right spot. Ah, look at me actually being prepared. Cool.
Huzzah!
Aww. Cute.
Alrighty. So yes, as you guys come in, just past the baths, you see that once again the path splits into 3 directions. However, this time, Gibillion, you can see the edge of a large creature that is just on the edge of your vision down the central path.
I will
They
quietly
stand maybe
indicate
8 or 9 feet tall.
All right, I will
Ooh,
quietly
good boy.
indicate to everybody that there's somebody straight ahead.
All right, please everybody go ahead and roll me a stealth check. Remember, Valcrie, yours is at disadvantage.
So is mine. So is mine.
Jeez.
Don't you worry.
But one of those is normal.
Oh, let's go! Bread obtained.
Oh fuck, this one has 0 stealth. Oh no. Oh no.
3.
Blink.
It's a group stealth
3.
check.
Most of my
How-
player characters aren't this bad at this stuff. This is
How-
sad.
How?
That's a tree.
All right, as you all are walking down, Zannah's kind of eating loudly. Valkyrie's kind of stumbling along and yelling at her to stop. Gibillion, you just catch sight of this creature and immediately calm everyone down and kind of tuck against the wall together. And at least for now, the entity doesn't seem to have noticed you, and you can actually hear it conversing among others that seem to be out of view.
Are you kidding? Did it roll like a nat 1 to my 3? Or is this
It's a
just
group stealth check.
Group check?
It is a group stealth
Okay.
check.
Okay, I was like, he's bad at this
Let's,
game.
I think everybody else was good.
Let's
That's
pause
fair.
to listen, guys. So I'll hold up a
Yeah.
hand and try and pause everybody so we can try and listen to what they're saying.
All right, give me a perception check.
Can it be at
Everybody
a
or
advantage?
who's in
I like
front
to
or what?
perceive.
Everyone's helping.
Everybody talked at once.
I didn't mean to have disadvantage there, but make of that what you will.
23, all right.
Well, fine, I guess.
Oh, that's a
Uh,
natural
Handle.
20 if you don't count the accidental disadvantage.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, my mod is 3.
Nice.
Uh,
Wait, did you roll basically a nat 1? Or that's a 10. Sorry, a 10 and a 3. Or 10 and nat 20. Why is math hard?
But it shouldn't have been a
Okay.
disadvantage because we're listening.
Yeah.
And there's no impairment to that. I just didn't change it back from when I was rolling stealth.
Austin, does everybody get a roll?
I think we did.
Anybody who wants to listen in?
Yes.
All right. So, as you all begin to sort of listen in to this voice as it is kind of calling out, discussing back and forth, none of you pick up on the words themselves. It sounds somewhat familiar, but you can't quite place what you're hearing. It is still at a good distance. However, Ari, even though you can't pick out what they're saying, you do pick out the language, as it's been what you've been hearing constantly. It seems a gruff, deep voice that is speaking in Undercommon.
Oh yes.
Mm.
What if I told you I learned Undercommon?
Hmm?
That's
Well,
a lie. I
that
didn't.
would be a lie.
I just wanted to know what would happen if I told you that.
Well, nothing because it's a lie.
What if I deceived you? Nat 20 deception.
To the DM.
My dogs are fighting. They're very
But yes,
loud.
for now they haven't seemed to have noticed you.
All right. I will
Maybe only the
indicate
quiet people go
to
forward.
walk ahead. Yeah. So
Well, you might want only the quiet people to get closer. Cause
yeah, go for it.
Zannah won't shut up.
Who's the quietest of people?
Not me. I would probably guess Zella and maybe Zannah, unless you're kind of stealthy.
I am not in this configuration. I can set up to do anything, but I can only do one thing at a time.
We might
Yeah,
want to let
pretty
this.
stealthy.
What's
yeah,
up?
we might want to send him in.
Let's just all move on ahead. Forward.
Are you all trying to be sneaky about it?
I would like to be sneaky in some way.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, Zella,
in
if
the
you
middle.
wanna roll me another stealth check.
Actually, does everyone want to be sneaky?
Valcrie isn't going to
It
try to be loud,
made-
but we've seen how that went before.
You know what?
I mean, I guess I can try.
I don't really use spells much, so
In
I
the
can
words
help
of a DM near you, you can
Ooh.
try.
Yeah, I like that. Pass without a trace. Clutch.
Yeah, so Zella's like, do you guys want to try to be sneaky? And everybody's like, we can try. And so she begins to exude just this dark shadow that wraps up around all of you, and it almost gives you this dusky appearance that blends you into the stone, and your footsteps become dampened as you step down on it. And so if you all would like to roll another stealth check as you attempt to get closer here.
I like it.
Alright.
This time
I
with
pulled
plus
an
10.
18 thanks to
That's
the
a
plus
27.
10.
That's so much better.
Hey, but I
And
can't be crit, and that's what matters here.
let's see, here's stealth. 19 from Zannah. 23 from Gibillion. Cool, yeah, so you guys creep forward with the assistance of Zella's spell.
What is this up to the north?
Another
Are
door.
these doors?
Yep, there's a passage
Okay.
that leads north and south. The one to the north does have a door.
And the south one is just to a new map.
Yes.
All right. As we get a little closer to these things, could we potentially get a description? Could we get a good look at them while we're sneaking?
Yes, as soon as that becomes evident. I don't know. Oh, it's Zella who has the best vision. So Zella, from your perspective, you can quickly see that there are a group of large gray-skinned individuals, giants per se, standing 8 or 9 feet tall, with balding heads and large white beards, that are just searching across something on the southern wall. In the middle of the chamber, you can see beasts that you've encountered before. They are large stone creatures with multiple arms and massive maws on the top of their head, with a few eyes. And they seem to be kind of idly standing by, and every once in a while, one of the giants will toss them back something that they very hungrily scarf down.
I've got vision out to here as well, Austin. So is that fair that I heard or saw that too? Oh fuck, did we lose you? Did I lose everybody?
Nope, I'm here.
No.
Okay.
I'm editing up your vision, so you should see it now, hopefully.
Yep, I see out to 90. I'm
Perfect.
Good. So yeah, do we want to get the jump on them?
They're kind of peaceful at the moment.
It's just because they don't see us.
Maybe.
Amy, is there anything to indicate? Okay, well, how many are there? Does it look like we can take them?
Of
I
course.
can see 3 and they are large. Like, are we resolved on going that way?
I don't see why we don't just quietly explore the other directions first.
I mean, I personally would love to beat the shit out of some giants.
I just want to finish my food before I whack and pew.
It's up to you guys. But you know that the longer you stay here, the more you have a chance of being discovered, as many of you are out in the open.
Yep.
I mean, I've already made my vote. I would say go up or down. Is that
Yep.
the direction?
You can go back, up, or down. And
I
really,
would
you
go
could
new direction.
try. You can see from where you're at. There are 2 other doors in the hallway between you and the giants. One on the north side and one on the south side that you could try and make it to. But that would put you at a pretty risky position of being discovered.
No, I'm not trying to get in trouble.
North or
Yeah,
south?
that's
Which one?
risky.
Somebody make a choice.
South.
All right, let's go.
All right. So begin to duck down the south passageway. Is everybody following?
Yep.
Alrighty. I think that's probably. Is that right? Yes. Okay. Man, I got really lucky, or I'm really good at guessing which way you guys would go, because I always have you in the right spot. So
Oh yeah.
as you head down the southern passage, you make it into a grand vestibule where the rough walls of this area are hewn to give the room a cavern-like appearance, and there are large quartz pillars that glow slightly, reflecting off flecks of quartz embedded in the walls. The double doors to the south are engraved with an image of a mountain with a gem-shaped indentation at its core. And the edges of the
Nice.
indentation serve as handles that enable the doors to be pulled open.
This looks like
Does
a
it look
boss
anything like
fight.
the
Let's
pendant?
fucking go, boys.
All right. Does that pendant fit the indentation?
That's what I'm asking. Like, does it look like the pendant's like a key?
Um,
Or is the mountain similar?
so the indentations serve as handles for the doors.
Okay,
So they're like
so it's
grabbing the
decorative.
edges of the mountain opens the door. And they're massive stone
Interesting.
double doors.
All right. Do you guys want me to?
Well, is the mountain design anything similar to the pendant? Just saying there's like a connection here.
They're like identical. It's just the pendant is much smaller.
Ooh. Gotcha.
But yes, the doors, the pendant is a mountain with a blue stone in the middle. The doors are a massive mountain with a blue. You can't tell if it's a stone or a colored, like a gemstone or a colored stone, but it does have a massive blue object in the center.
Let's fucking go. You
Yeah.
guys ready?
Seems too big of a coincidence.
Yeah. Do we want to prep anything? We've still got Pass Without Trace going, so we might get the drop on shit. But, you guys ready?
I will hold some Eldritch Blast in case there's an enemy since I'm already in the back. But,
Alright, yeah.
yeah.
All right,
Let's do it.
who's our door openers?
Probably the two
Not
tanks.
it.
You already know it.
Sorry.
I have to,
what did
I have to
get
fill
flung?
in. I have to fill in the
the corners from the
corners
pillars.
here. Oh no, it's blocking me. It's blocking me. Oh, I got it. I did it. I'm so good.
Now are you stuck?
No, I'm out.
Okay.
I'm out. I'm clean.
Clean escape.
Beautiful.
All right.
Can't hold me back.
Does anyone else want to resituate where they're at?
I do have a question.
Yep.
Why are all of the pillars different shapes?
Because
In the
I
dynamic lighting.
am terrible at making a circle.
Okay.
Boom.
I didn't know if you could like pull a shape option or if you had to like draw every line.
I can pull a shape option, but it takes much longer to go into my tool and switch to a shape than it does to just quickly rough out a abstract circle.
Fair. Cool. Good to know. I love this insight.
Alrighty. And so as Ari and did my music die out?
I don't hear music.
I also hear no music.
Um,
But I might have turned Vexera Giga down. Because it's normally very loud.
it's good.
No, it's not playing anything.
I have it at
Nothing.
200% and hear jack shit.
Yeah.
Well, be
the-
careful. You're gonna get your
Fine,
ears
just-
rocked. If it comes on.
Let there be volume. And there was. It was
There we
good.
go. It's all chill. It's a nice chill song. But yes, as Ari and Zannah kind of post up on each side and grab the edges of these massive doors and begin to pull, you see as the doors swing open into a large chamber. And immediately you see another few individuals, smaller this time, but with gray skinned and white beards. They stand maybe about 4 feet tall for most of them. And they immediately turn and, oh, what is that? And they kind of like look and see the doors open, but don't quite see you. And then Ari pops around and says, "Friends!" And they all immediately draw weapons and defensively. Are you letting out a blast?
Well, do they draw weapons offensively or defensively? That matters.
Valcrie, what are you doing?
Well,
Are you
Valkyrie
releasing?
is waiting for an attack, so she's kind
I-
of waiting for
Waiting
like
for
a
an
cue
attack?
that hey, we are fighting these guys. Yes, because if Ari said friends, she's not going to immediately attack
Yeah.
friends.
Go ahead and make me an insight check at advantage.
Okay.
Nice!
Not the worst it could
Nice.
be. So yes, you
that
like
is the
get
nicest it
you
could
are
be.
you are just about to launch an attack when you can see that none of them rush forward. They all pull weapons and turn, but they're taking steps back, getting behind cover, preparing themselves.
Okay, so she'll just kind of like slowly pull her hands down,
I'm gonna say
trying not
friends
to
again.
show that she's being offensive.
I'm gonna say friends again, but in Dwarvish, because they look kind of dwarfy.
Do you speak Dwarvish? Oh yeah, you do.
Yes. That's
got
literally
the-
like a key part of my
Yeah.
backstory.
I saw it on Gibillions and must have missed it on yours. But yes, I do remember that.
It has been my second language since the first session a year ago.
Yes, I do remember. All right. So yeah, Ari,
in your defense, it has literally never come up.
Ari, you come and kind of take a step forward and say "friends" in Dwarvish this time. And you see as one of them kind of cocks his head and peeks out a little bit more from behind the stone pillar. What'd you say, boy? And again, they do respond in Dwarvish.
Sorry, what
Ooh.
did you say? The Discord filtering kind of
Yeah.
cut
What-
out half of that.
What'd you say, boy?
Friends.
Hello there, friends. What's got you so spooked?
Are you really friend or you foe? What's your business here?
Well, we're adventuring down here, and I don't reckon I know you, but I don't count people I don't know as foes.
Skella! We got some adventures down here! And they call out, and you can see a few other individuals begin to walk forward, kind of flanking a woman who's clearly in charge. You can
Ooh,
see
ooh.
a dwarvish female with kind of darker skin, but her hair isn't white. It's kind of
Dwarf.
contained in a half-shaved, braided ponytail that is jet black, and her eyes
Dwarf
have a just
mommy alert.
gentle glow to them. As she puffs on a thick cigar and puts it down on her side, you can see that she's pretty heavily armored, but the armor has some scratching and nicks in it. So, adventures, you say? You up for a little challenge?
What do you have in mind?
Well, me and the boys, we've been doing some adventuring of ourselves. We ran into a bit of a problem, though. You ever heard of a golem?
Austin, have I heard of a golem?
You can make a history check if you want, or an arcana check.
Those are the same. Oh, well, that wasn't supposed to be an advantage, so I'm gonna say
Yikes.
probably not.
So no, you have not heard.
Yeah, and with
don't
the
reckon
understanding
I
this is all
have.
going on in...
This isn't
Dwarvish. Yeah.
dwarvish.
Okay, cool.
Hey, I'll ask in common. Hey, any of y'all heard of a golem?
Has Valcrie heard of a golem?
Anyone else who would like to make a history or arcana check can.
I think that's the same.
Is this a creature I would be familiar with?
Well, I asked you.
Not innately, but if you want to roll a check, you can.
And
Again,
it's history, you said?
Arcana
to
or
know-
history.
Oh, sorry, that's a regular 23. But...
Yep. So Mr. G definitely does not recognize this, and you kind of call out, that's like or think to yourself rather, that's like a skinny little naked elf,
Jesus.
right? Obsessed with small things or something. So I think I read about that somewhere. And Zella and Valcrie, both of you know a little bit about golems. Zella, you know that golems are constructs that are usually created by different magical entities and are fairly strong creatures. You haven't had many encounters with them before, but you know that usually they are quite resistant to normal attacks. And Valcrie, you have seen golems be created. You've typically seen flesh golems be created, but you know that they can be created out of multiple different materials. And you know that many of them do have these immunities to multiple things and resistances, but are weak to adamantine.
Well, I think with that, Valcrie will speak up. Yeah, I know about him. What's up?
Well, good to see someone's got a head on their shoulders. She kind of gives you a smirk. Well, we ran into one of them. Made of clay popped up from an altar up there. Smashed 4 of my men before we could get back and hide, but it doesn't seem to be chasing us at all. We could really use some help, and if you'd like to take a crack at it, well, we'd be happy to give you some safe passage through the lost level. We can watch each other's backs and such and explore together.
I
That
know.
sounds good to me.
Well, at your own leisure. We'll kind of cover your backs, make sure no other monsters get in, but the beastie's all yours. Our weapons don't do much against it.
What's,
And she said it was back up north?
No, she points down south and says there's an altar down there.
what you
My
reckon's wrong
apologies.
with your weapons?
I haven't the slightest clue. I've never seen a golem myself, but I read stories about them. But whatever attacks we swing at the creature, it doesn't seem to do a damn thing.
Well, apparently adamantine's a pretty good way to go about it.
Well, that'd be nice if we had any adamantine, and though it looks like you have plenty. And she gives an eye over Ari and his fancy glistening armor.
Just enough, really. Definitely wouldn't say plenty, but just enough to cover needs.
He's our door opener.
I've had a lot of problems with when when there's like 10 goblins to one of you, and they just keep getting lucky and kind of finding a crack, so to speak.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, don't try to fight 10 goblins by yourself then.
Well, like I said, whenever you're ready, the golem's up. There's a couple stairs. There's an altar at the top, in the back edge of this temple.
Alright, let's fucking do it.
I have to check my notes for something.
Did they give an indication of about how long it would take to get to such a place?
They seem to be pointing just like in the same room.
Alright.
It seems to be
Important
just out of
question.
eyeshot.
Important question has been put in the chat, Austin.
No, one is scale to Elvira. Depending on your tastes, equal to or greater than.
Oh, fuck.
If you're into
assume that Ari's not he's body positive.
Yeah, I mean if you're into thick ladies who are in charge.
He learned Dwarvish, not Elvish, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you don't mind a thick and dominant type, she seems very attractive. She's whipped many of these dwarven creatures into tow.
Boys, we're gonna kill a golem and we're gonna get laid. It's gonna be a great session.
And now that you've kind of gotten a closer look at this dwarven woman, you can actually see that she wears a gem-studded cloak that looks fit for a king.
Interesting. So we're killing a monster, getting laid, and maybe committing grand theft. What a day.
I will expend a spell slot to load in some suppression rounds and basically get one of my turrets up and running. For an hour, if that's alright, Austin.
So you're using a spell slot to do so?
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Because
sure.
you get one free a day, and then you use spell slots from there on out to.
Yep. Which cannon are you going for?
The regular, the force gun.
Got it. Yeah, absolutely. You kind of begin to prepare your weapons as you look over your rifle and activate some of the features.
Yep. All right, we're ready to go.
Hey, Austin, do you have the stat block for my magic spear? Because somehow I don't have it.
You should.
Oh, it might be in my notes.
It
Just
is
kidding. Just kidding. So I don't have it on my character sheet, and I was like, how did I forget this? And it's like, oh, it's because it's already in my notes.
Yeah.
So I didn't double. Okay, we're tracking. Sorry about that. I have the big dumb.
All right, Ari, lead the way. Prove yourself valorous.
Wait,
it's
where's
not
the way
that
again?
way. South.
Okay. Hang on. Must fill out room. Okay, we're good. Oh, are those dead dwarves?
Yes.
Rip in peace.
All right.
Pieces.
Rest in pussy, as they say.
Ari, as you get up to this, there is just a loud roar as a massive golem erupts from seemingly nowhere within the altar. And you do see multiple bodies and corpses that are mutilated around as this creature erupts. And we will go ahead and have everybody roll me initiative.
Heck yeah, you will.
Okay. I filled in the map while you were doing that because it was gonna bother me. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Ha! Let's get this bread,
nice.
boys. Let us obtain this grain.
Ari is going to do his best to look like the biggest punching bag possible.
Aw, did he get a net one?
Yep.
Aw, it's cute.
Yep. He's very excited to get hit on behalf of the
maybe
dwarf.
Maybe he likes a good submissive, so like maybe it'll work.
Alright, and we're gonna say Zannah did make it up a little bit closer. And this creature.
The big question is, does Ari beat it in initiative?
I mean, is that much of a question?
It's possible, right?
I mean,
There's a 1
it
in,
could also
there's a
have
1 in
like-
20 chance that we tie.
Oh, I saw it on the turn order at 0, so I just,
Well, to start off combat, it does get to go first, as it does erupt out. And so, Ari, as you come up to this creature, you are caught unaware, and it just swings out one of its fists.
Wait,
To...
so, Oscar, real quick question.
Yep.
Valcrie never technically put down her Eldritch Blast, and we knew there was a golem.
Since you didn't specify that you were still holding
still
that, that
go
does not continue, unfortunately. That doesn't just go indefinitely. You have to do it each
Okay.
round, specify each round. Alrighty.
Edge.
Okay. Well,
And so you see as it lets out this roar and then brings down its fist hard onto Ari, and that will definitely hit. I need a Constitution saving throw from Ari.
I've had worse.
Whew, that is a success.
Hell yeah.
Not by much, but it is a success.
Well, it's a good thing we took that ASI and charisma, huh?
Coming in clutch already.
Because that boosted all of my saves by 1, except charisma, which it boosted by 2.
It's a good effective use right there.
Yep.
Alrighty, and so you will take.
hold up.
Let's see.
Oh, I have to actually. Oh, that's a lie. That's actually a 17. It didn't boost my saves because I had to manually do that.
Ah.
I think. Hang tight.
Well, regardless, you pass. You will take 22 points of bludgeoning damage, though.
Yeah, the save modifier was you have to manually put in, so it was actually a 17.
All right.
How much bludgeoning damage?
22.
Reduced to 19.
Yes, it is bludgeoning damage.
Haha! So I still have 2 temp HP. Get wrecked, golem.
All right, and Zella, it is your turn. It has gone, if that matters for any of your
Yeah.
features.
It does. Does it by chance need dark vision to see in here?
Yes. This is not illuminated.
Pew pew
Nice.
pew.
So I am invisible.
Pew pew, motherfuckers.
Okay. I will shoot some crossbow arrows at it, and since they said their weapons were questionably good, I will use 2 of my +1 bolts and 1 regular bolt.
All right, all 3 of those will hit.
Nice.
The question
then
is,
sneak
do
attack
I
they
was
do
Ari's
damage?
is there.
asking. And I get a D8 for the second one.
Yep.
Neat.
And so, Zella, as you fire off your hail of bolts into this creature, they all slam into its chest and just get absorbed into the clay frame and don't seem to do anything to slow it down.
Even the magic bolt?
Those are not magic bolts. +1 bolts aren't
The-
magic.
Okay.
And Gibillion, that'll bring us to your turn. Unless you had any movement, Zella.
I'm pretty happy with where I'm at.
I will take some steps back, and I will unleash a barrage of shooting. So we will shoot a dragon fire round, a suppression round, And we use our object interaction to let the first barrel of the Gatling cannon go. Do any of those hit?
So the Gatling cannon automatically hits. The Dragonfire round hits, but the suppression round does not.
Alright. So yeah, 15 fire and 8 force damage.
Alrighty.
Does that hurt it?
And that does, as it seems to take full damage from both of those. For a total
Excellent.
of 23.
Yeah. Cool.
Alright,
And,
then it will be
that's my turn.
Then it will be the creature's turn again, as it begins to swing down on Ari once more. And that will be a hit. Ari, I need another Constitution save, as you take 15 points of damage. And your maximum hit points are also reduced by 15.
Ooh.
It took
Wow.
damage.
So is it still the full reduction in max HP, or is it just the damage done?
Or have...
Because technically no damage is done if temp HP absorbs that damage.
No, damage is still done. Yes, you still take the damage. It's just temp HP takes it. So yeah, your hit point maximum is still reduced by that amount.
Okay.
But it's damage taken, and so that will be reduced from 15 to 12. So only 12 is...
Okay, okay.
Only.
And that was for the first attack. The second attack swings down, and this time you finally get a shield up to deflect it off. But the third attack comes down and will hit you again. And I need one more Constitution saving throw, as you're going to take 19 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced down to 16. And you do succeed and are not reduced. So 16 points of bludgeoning damage. And it will be Zannah's turn, and Zannah is going to go for the tried and true Moonbeam.
Woo!
We stand.
Fucking
I am going to
moving.
need some help tanking.
Yeah, she'll begin to move in your direction.
Because, well, I don't know if you noticed, but I can't take the 3-attack Punisher very long.
And she will move up 30 feet. And this creature needs a con save against Moonbeam, which is where?
Guys, how do y'all feel about the bullshit strategy?
Which one?
I cast Shield of Faith on myself and then take the dodge action and just stand here and fucking take it.
I mean, you do you. This otherwise could really fuck you up losing your max HP.
I mean, I assume it comes back.
I mean, with magic, maybe.
Most of these things can be fixed by a good night of sleep.
Alright, and that is a Constitution save, which it does succeed. And so it will take half of that. And that is radiant damage, so that does get through. Alright, Valcrie, it is your turn.
Well, we're gonna move forward 30 feet, so just in case there are bad guys that sneak in, they're not gonna get her. And we're gonna just Eldritch Blast.
Oh yeah, brother.
All the warlocks know what to do. Pew, pew. Hey, one hit, maybe.
Alright, yes, one does hit for 13 points of force damage. Very nice.
That's okay. That's a max damage on the one that hit, so I'm pretty content by that.
Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Alright, Ari.
Based on how this fight is going, I think we're gonna have to take the sad way out. I'm gonna Shield of Faith myself to pump up that AC to 23. And I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Alrighty. And Zella, that'll be back to you.
So, I am invisible to this creature.
Yep.
And my arrows do nothing.
Yep.
So I will try my fancy schmancy soul sucking dagger. And teleport up to him. Stab twice. Oh, I think I forwarded this.
Alright,
So
the
hit
second one will hit.
sneak attack. Okay. And then, do I still have to disengage despite him not seeing me there?
No, you cannot make an attack of opportunity on a creature you can't see.
Sweet.
Exactly.
So I will just back a little bit out of harm's way with movement so he doesn't accidentally stumble on me.
Yep. And that seems to do full damage with that blade. As you feel as if you're guiding your own essence to strike this creature. You feel every strike as your whole body moves with it. It doesn't feel like a weapon, it feels like you.
Okay. Oh! So I didn't have to use a bonus action there for anything.
I don't believe so.
No. So
Unless was the teleport a bonus action?
no, it just says it's part of the attack action.
Oh, then yes. You're good.
Okay. So then I will, as a bonus action, have it levitate off of my hands a little bit and make sure I don't fall, faint again.
Yeah,
Make sure we
you
take care of that.
levitate the blade up and you feel a joint presence. You feel in your body and able to stay where you are, but you also feel your consciousness, your being within the blade itself as it hovers.
Okay, cool. Good for now.
Alrighty. Gibillion.
Let's let out another barrage of everything. So
Alright, and all of those will hit.
I don't know why it double clicked, so it's really 16 fire and 30 force.
Alrighty. 46 points. Nice.
This is why
Alright.
I've gone for the full tank strategy, because I don't think the damage I put out necessarily keeps me alive longer, but I think upping my AC and dodging does.
Hey, I'm doing what I can for you.
Yep, that's teamwork makes the dream work. Know what I'm saying?
I'm not great at much, but I do put out magic damage at range adequately.
Alrighty, then it will be the golem's turn, and you see as it just begins to frenzy and strike out at random, it seems, but just swinging at the first thing it sees, which still happens to be Ari. It does need to make another Constitution save, which it does succeed, so we'll take another 2 points of damage.
So wait, did it hit me?
It is about to swing out at you.
Okay.
As it just swings out in this wild, it loses all its targeting and just begins to swing wildly in every direction. And Ari, you find the first one easy to dodge, and maybe get a bit cocky as the second one comes and clocks you upside the head in this wild rush. And you will take 18 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced down to 15, and go ahead and make me another con save. And once again, your maximum hit points are reduced by 15.
13 or 12? 15?
15, yes. You took 15 points of damage and 15.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it was 18 reduced down to 15.
I'm tracking. Math is hard. Boys, this is not going well. Just
Alrighty.
throwing that out there. How healthy does it look?
Just kind of observing it, you've seen pieces of it being melted and chunked off. It doesn't look the most healthy with the amount of magical damage that it's getting.
Oh shit, I have to make my con save for my concentration.
Yes, thank you. That one's
Of course
funny,
I
though.
would make that one. God damn it.
Alrighty.
Can't buy the right order of rolls.
And Zannah, who is going to come up and, for the first time, not transform because she sees these creature that ignores all regular physical damage.
She's a moon druid, right?
Yes. Does
Her
she
attacks
do...
count as magical.
Is that yet? I don't see it on
Yeah,
her
it's like level
feature.
6, I think. Yeah, let me pop it up, but that should have kicked in at 6 or 7. Primal Strike, starting at 6th level. Your beast
Alrighty.
form attacks count as magical.
Well, yeah. Then seeing how rough Ari is looking. Sorry, she doesn't have it in her sheet yet.
So it's
she
basically
will-
Jess's fault, what I'm hearing.
I wouldn't say that, but I would
I would.
disagree with that. So she will shift into a direwolf form, and I'm lucky I remember that hit points. I don't remember its attacks though. Oh wait, no, I've got it in the sheet. Oh shoot.
Has she leveled herself up to 9?
Probably not, but it won't matter too much for this. Ooh. That's a fun little reload there. Okay. Let's see. Okay, direwolf. And she will make the bite attack on this creature. Which does not hit, unfortunately. But she is in its range. And Valcrie, that'll bring us back to you.
So, since Valcrie rolled pretty well on the, I don't know, on her Arcana check, and I'm just wondering, with whatever she knows about golems, does she know much about their average intelligence?
You know that they are not very intelligent. Most constructs are not made with high intelligence.
Why? It would be below a 2?
You don't know that specifically.
Well, I can't waste the 5th level if I don't know if it's possibly gonna work.
I mean, it is it bloodied? Is that what the trigger and what you had said happened on conclusion of my hits, Austin?
I didn't specify.
Okay. Like, we might be able to infer that it's getting toasted.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I can do because rolling the dice about. I think I feel like Toll the Dead, so I think we're just gonna do that one actually, since I don't feel like testing. Oh, where the fuck? Why isn't it there? Oh, well, let's just do it like this.
Alright, and so that is
Gonna Toll the Dead.
a wisdom saving throw? Yes, a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm. And I believe I should be just barely in range. If I'm not, I'll move forward, but I
And
thought
is
I was.
16 is 16 the
I'll move. I'll move, but
is 16
yeah,
the correct
that's mine.
spell save DC?
According to my sheet, it says 16.
Alright. Okay. Oh, and we lost my music again because Vexera is the worst. But yes. They rolled a 15. And so go ahead and roll me that 2d12 as they are indeed injured.
Sounds good. 2d12 necrotic. Pew. 18.
Nice. All right, Ari.
Do I believe that I have a reasonable chance to one-shot this bitch?
You have no idea.
That's fair. The new plan is the old plan. Actually... Oh, I have 40 points of lay on hands now, because I leveled up. That's cool. I have 6 divine senses. Math is hard. God damn it. Shield is a reaction. I could have tried to block the one that it hit me with. I have the dumb. I am going to... Yeah, I'm gonna give myself, can anyone quick maths 42 minus 26 for me?
38 or
16.
Oh, I
16.
did not hear you right.
18. What?
So I'm gonna
30?
give myself 16 HP to be at my new full max HP of 42.
All right.
And, I can't do math. 24. Alright. So that was lay on hands. And, so that's my action. And I still have concentration, so my AC is still 23. So let's see if I live another round! Let's get this bread!
Alrighty. Zella, you're up.
I will try a spell on my action. So let me piece that first. Even if I can't do a ton of damage, I can try to hold him in place a little bit. So I'm going to put that starting show. Okay. Show. Starting here so that I can sweep in. Oh, back one. Sweep in and get various angles on the golem, but not hit any allies. And
Oh shoot, that's a radius.
oh, that is bright.
Hold on. Alright. 20-foot radius. Alright, so you want it like right there?
Yeah, that's good.
Alrighty. Zella just raises up these spikes from the ground that are near imperceptible.
And then I will send my levitating blade in for one stab as a bonus action.
Go for it.
And then I don't know.
That will certainly hit for 8 points of piercing. Anything else?
That's the only magical effects I have. So
Alright.
You probably
No.
get your sneak attack.
You do
No,
get
because
your...
it was a bonus action. Oh, okay.
I think it's any attack, right? Or does it specify
Yep.
attack action?
Nope.
I think it's any attack.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Doubled.
That's funny.
Guess I'll back up a little bit.
So yeah, with this blade, you feel as you carve out the creature's stomach and it is barely holding itself together. Gibillion, you are up.
Give it a broadside. I don't know why it double-clicked Dragonfire rounds again. I'm sorry, my mouse is double-clicking.
No, all good. The suppression rounds and dragonfire rounds both hit. And
So-
Mr. G, how would you like to do this?
Let's just blast into pieces, since I've just hit it with a lot of different rounds. That you guys just see the gun just keep firing off random shit. Things are coming out of different barrels. Barrels are spinning. There's a secondary barrel launching things. It's just like, this gun is absurd now that I've animated it. And just another full broadside, and the thing in front of us dissolves.
Yeah, and it does just dissolve completely into a thick goo. And at this, the dwarven woman behind you all gives a big whoop-hoo! Nicely done.
I'll do a quick flourish and blow the top of the barrel, blow the smoke coming off of it.
Now that is a fancy weapon you got there. I ain't never seen anything like that.
There's nothing quite like this in the world.
Well,
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
you all mind dropping your spells and we can go take a look at what's behind those big doors?
I can do that. And I will call my dagger back to my hand and put it securely away. And what are the recovery chances on the special crossbow bolts that I shot in and got absorbed into this clay?
You can roll me an investigation check.
That seems worthwhile.
I will help you.
Aww.
Alright, you can roll at advantage.
Can I also guide you?
No, look over there.
No.
Yeah, you can roll your d4 if you want.
Oh. I thought Joe was just saying words.
He does
Sorry.
that sometimes.
Dope.
Thank you.
Alright, so yes, as you look through, it doesn't seem like this creature really damaged it at all, as they just passed harmlessly through, so you recover both of the bolts.
Cool.
And the dwarven woman kind of moves up and kind of motions to a couple of the other dwarves as they quickly follow her up to these massive doors at the end. At the back of this dais stand just this set of double doors made of carved black basalt, flanked by two glowing quartz pillars. And above the double doors is a relief carving of another mountain with a gem at its heart. Alrighty. These doors, even though the pillars beside them give off like this slight glow, it seems to almost be absorbing and pulling in that light into the doors. And the dwarves begin to look it over, as at first they find that it does not seem to budge as they try to open it with sheer strength.
Is there a keyhole for a necklace?
Yeah, is it potentially locked? Or are they just little dwarves and it's a big door?
You can go up and try and pull it if you want, or try an investigation check to search for a keyhole.
Yeah, let's all meet around the
Valkyrie's an
door.
investigator.
Yep, here. Have a random word of encouragement for your investigation.
Don't mind me, let's try to see. And then that's an S, D4. How about 24 as well?
Alrighty. So Valcrie, you come over, and the two male dwarven figures are kind of arguing back and forth as they try to both pull and pull. And you come up and begin to inspect the door from one side as the dwarven woman is inspecting it from the other, and you both kind of hit this point where you notice this inscription that runs along the bottom. And the words look unfamiliar to you, Valcrie. But the other woman begins to, or the dwarven woman begins to kind of mutter to herself. And just at that moment, the symbol of the mountain begins to glow, and a massive blue arcane hand emanates out. And begins to form a fist and just smashes against one of the creatures. And let's see.
One of the creatures? Like one of the guys that were in front of the door?
Yes.
Oh,
and
shit.
Let's go ahead and roll some initiative again.
Wait, a fighting door? Since I don't really know where to go, but I guess I'm like over their shoulder because they're small and I'm bigger than them for once.
The mad mage and his big ass floating hand.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing, didn't I? There we go, that's what I want. Okay, and I need to do Zannah, who's still in direwolf form, and is very quick off the bat.
Oh man, she going.
She's like, fighting door? Okay.
Oh no, where did my... Oh, I reloaded. Shoot. Okay. That's fine. We'll be able to get these guys. Okay. I do need a token for this. Let's see if I can find anything. Let's put a glow on. There we go. We have a glowing hand as it just slams in. Why? I don't know why that's not coming through properly. Let's try. Rip rhythm bot in peace. Alright, let's try this again. So as this fist comes out and collides with the dwarven creature, you see as it just slams into him and he is knocked flat onto the ground. And Zannah, I believe, is up first in response. And she will kind of rush forward and kind of take a defensive position around Zella as she bares her fangs. And let's see, this will... This one actually goes up here. As the fist once again begins to slam into the creature. And this time the slam picks up the creature and just begins to crush it in the hand as the dwarven creature falls limp to the ground.
Well, there goes my turn. I was gonna ask if he was okay. Guess he's not.
And Gibillion, it is your turn once again.
Okay, so we've got the hand. Does it look corporeal at all? Like, is it physically like there, or is it just magically there?
It seems a bit of both. It seems corporeal enough to hit someone, but it seems to be made entirely of magical essence.
Let's see what happens if we shoot it, I guess. Is that a...
If the door kills dwarf mommy, we're gonna have a bad time.
Go
Does that
save her.
hit the hand?
Oops, sorry, I am on the wrong tab. As you fire both of these rounds, the hand is moving quick, flitting back and forth, and it does not.
I see. Okay.
Alrighty, Valcrie.
I think watching the little dwarf get crushed in front of me, she's just gonna be like, "What did that inscription say?" And she's gonna take a step or two back. And I guess shoot some Eldritch Blast if that's allowed, and hopefully Dwarf Lady will translate on her turn.
Yeah, sorry, I've been trying.
I mean, if I'll hit.
The first one misses. The second one, you barely catch it for 5 points of force damage.
Okay, guys, get 20. 20 is the magic answer. That's all.
And Ari, that'll bring us to you.
Well, I'm scared of getting crushed by more things, so I am going to Eldritch Blast this bitch.
Go for it.
And yeah. As soon as I find Eldritch Blast in my attacks list. There we go. Oh, that's not a save. This game is broken. That's okay. My spell attack is
if you,
+9.
Yeah, if you click on the title rather than paste into, but yeah, that will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll me damage on that.
Wow.
D10. Oh yeah, because it's how many bolts now?
2.
2 bolts. Alright, well that did 9. And that one probably missed.
It did indeed, but 9 points of force
like
damage.
Does it appear to be effective?
It appears to do damage.
Look at me. I am the range DPS now.
It shimmers slightly in response. The dwarven woman kind of steps back a little bit, kind of wrapping around the column as she pulls out a javelin and just chucks it towards this hand. And it does seem to hit. And we'll do... I guess I could have just done this. Oh gosh, that's hard to see. 7 points of piercing damage. Alright. And she kind of calls back in response to Valcrie. It just said something about, the Keeper of Secrets and Under the Mountain. I didn't get to read it all. Just focus on killing this thing. And Zella, your turn.
Yeah.
I am semi-doubtful my bolts do anything, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Alright, the bottom 2 definitely hit and definitely do damage. And you can even get sneak attack because you do have an ally within 5 feet.
Rip that dwarf buddy.
32 points. Very nice. Alright, and at the end of your turn, it is these dwarfs' turn. And the one nearest to the hand will kind of smash his fist together and give out a roar as he grows to twice his size. The other ones will begin to charge forward, but most of them are unable to make it close enough and just launch out javelin attacks. And most of them go wide, but it will take 3 points of piercing damage. Alrighty. And that will bring us to Zannah, who is going to charge the creature. And we'll make her bite attack. But it just, as she goes up to bite and jump at it, the hand just floats back out of range. And that will bring us to the hand once more. Evens, it'll go after... Okay, it goes after the big dwarven creature. And will swing out. And will indeed hit. As it slams forcefully into this dwarf. For 14 points of damage. And Gibillion.
Ew.
I guess I'll keep shooting at it. That I can conclude that I just missed, and not that they were immune to my damage, right?
Indeed. Alright, the suppression rounds miss, but the dragonfire rounds do find purchase. For 17 points of damage. And you see as the magic is nearly faded from it now. Valcrie.
Well, Freya decided to be really cute, and now I cannot reach my computer. So if you don't mind, can you do 2 Eldritch Blasts for me?
I can.
And hopefully at least one hits again.
Okay, Eldritch Blast.
Okay,
Hey,
okay,
one hits.
One hit, we'll take it.
And Valcrie, as you send a streaking blast towards this hand, it evaporates into magical energy and disperses.
Hell yeah. I love being ranged DPS. So peaceful.
Can Valcrie possibly conclude that it was like a protective spell that had to take X amount of damage before it would... Like, it was a trap, essentially.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You hear as the woman across calls off, "Nobody touch it," and kind of goes off, and she calls off and just like grabs one of the large, like from her 4-foot stature, grabs this 8-foot giant by the ear and kind of pulls him down and begins to toss him backwards out of the way, and he's just okay, Skella, I got it. And she takes a look.
What kind of dwarves are these?
You can make a history check if you'd like.
Yeah, let's see if we know these dwarves.
Yeah, it's pretty clear with the dark skin and the white beards. You know, you've heard rumors around. These are likely Duergar.
Huh.
Wait, were you trying to find these guys?
And
I
Like, way
mean-
back?
You guys may have been... Gibillion doesn't care.
No, I know, but Valcrie wasn't really paying attention for most of it. She was like, I'm on an adventure! You know? So... oh, rip.
And as this woman begins to kind of kneel down at the bottom of the door, she now reads out loud and clear, kind of translating into common for everyone else. "It is the will of the Keeper of Secrets under the mountain that only the hand of the king may open these doors. Let all who enter gaze upon the heart of Mailbold and know the true power of dwarven kind." You don't mean to tell me that only a king could open this door?
Are there many dwarf kings around?
None that are alive. She takes a long puff on her cigar as she thinks. I suppose any of you magic-y types has a way to open the doors.
You said only the hand of a dwarf king, right?
That's what she called out. And I can paste that for you.
I've read something about biometric locks before, and supposing you heat up the hand before you use it, there's nothing that says it needs to be attached to the dwarf king.
The hell is he talking about?
Madam, I'm not really sure.
Suppose you find a dwarf king. If you separate him from his hand, I suppose it'll work to open the door.
Well, that would be great if the Dwarven Kings weren't freaking hundreds of miles away.
It seems unlikely that the door would be here, and no dwarf king would be around here as well.
Didn't the dwarves make
Can
these
Valcrie do
tunnels?
an insight check on that?
Wait, why is this dwarf mega chonky?
He slammed his gauntlets together and had grown in size, and as you look at him, yes, he begins to shrink now as the effects of the battle wear off.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, Valkyrie's doing an insight on what the nice cigar dwarven lady's been talking about.
What's the purpose of the insight? And in the meantime, Ari, make a history check.
Is the king truly out of reach? Because you did mention earlier that she was wearing something that was fit for a king, and your
Yes.
girl did not miss that.
Yes,
What is 9 by me?
Ari, to your knowledge, you have no idea who built these halls. It's rumored that everything was created from the Mad Mage himself. But if that's true or not, you have no idea. Valkyrie, you do see that she does have this cloak, and it is jewel encrusted and beautiful, and looks like it could have been made for royalty. But at least from what you can tell, she seems to have kind of thrown away the comment and seems to believe that they're far away and doesn't find any value in searching for a king who is alive.
It's not great.
I mean, for the door to have that riddle, have you guys come across a Dwarven king earlier in the travels?
Not so far on what we've found, but I mean, I guess there's still some exploring on this level to do. We could look around, see if we find any tombs. Perhaps a dead king's hand might work as good as a living one. Assuming the dwarves did make this, which seems to be the case.
And the other thing, our friend got rather hurt dealing with the golem for you. You don't happen to have a diamond that we could trade you for? We'll pay coin for it, but we might need to do some magic and repair him.
She kind of like rolls her shoulders and squares up to you. As helpful as you have been, and unfortunately I don't have any diamonds. And she kind of flicks the cloak between her fingers, and you can see there's many colorful stones in it, but it doesn't appear to have any diamonds. They seem to be mostly greens and blues, a few whites, but they seem milky and hazy like quartz.
Okay. I don't suppose you know of where one is. I imagine a enterprising young lass like yourself would have pilfered it if you had.
She gives another puff on her cigar. You pick up things fast. If we had any, they'd be in our pockets already.
That's what I was afraid of.
But, you know,
All
finders
right.
keepers and all, if you find one in the dungeon before we do, you're welcome to it.
Alright,
And there's a few
how much
grumbles
of
from
this
the back.
area, have you mapped out yet? What is to either direction? It looks like there's a door to the east and the west of this chamber.
Aye,
There were
that's-
some giants down the hall.
Those aren't giants, these are more of my compatriots, just in a
Hmm.
enlarged form. Outside of that, there's a few more that we left looking through a library, and we have yet to navigate through any of the deeper passages, just to this first portion or so. I've got no idea how far this level goes.
Do you guys want to head west and we'll head east, or vice versa?
She kind of looks and searches through her pockets and pulls out a coin. Yeah, I'm always one for a fair shot. Call it in the air, and she flips the coin up.
Tails.
Alright, roll me a d2, Mr. Joe. Oh. Heads it is, unfortunately. We'll take the passage to the west, and she points to the left side of the map. You all can have the one to the east.
Sounds good to me. If we don't run into each other again, it was an absolute pleasure to meet you, madam.
If you find any sort of dwarven king, make sure to call out loud to us.
Will do.
She kind of studies you for a moment. If you think about running off through these doors, just know that we're not a good enemy to make. She kind of like rustles some spit through her teeth before spitting it onto the ground and kind of smiles. But we've got an accord, and extends kind of a dirty, gloved hand in your direction, Gibillion.
Oh, I'll definitely shake her hand. I would much rather have you as a friend than an enemy any day.
Alright. Let's go, boys, this way. And it's only at this time that you see the ceiling start to distort. And you see as these creatures kind of float off the ceiling. Creatures that you are familiar with and have seen before. And they begin to follow after the Duergar stealthily along the ceiling as they do head off to the west.
Alright. Sounds like it's our job to explore the east, guys. Let's head on out.
Were those her monsters we fought?
The golem? No.
No, the bats. I forgot what they're called.
The Cloakers.
Those are native creatures. I imagine those are everywhere.
Okay. So, coincidence.
Or she domesticated a couple of them.
Either or.
Could I potentially take a look at your wounds, Ari? I might have an idea. I would like to see if I have any inkling if any sort of dispel magic, restoration magic, healing magic, any sorts of things might undo the damage done to him.
You can roll a medicine check if you would like. All right.
Could I have guided myself for this?
Sure.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
I have returned.
All right. Ari, you kind of hold up as Gibillion begins to inspect you and look you over. And Gibillion, you haven't had a lot of experience with this, but in one of your encounters, and with one of the other mercenaries that your employer provides, they had a similar health drain effect, and the healer had told you that only a greater restoration spell would recover such a health drain.
That's a bummer.
All right. That sounds like we'll at least need until tomorrow to deal with that. Unless one of you has that prepared today for some reason.
I don't really heal
Isn't
very
Greater
well.
Restoration like a 5th level spell?
Yeah, and we're level 9.
Oh shit, you're right. I'm a half
So,
caster, I forget these things.
yeah, so Zannah will probably have it, because Zella's a half caster as well. Or at least could get it.
Yeah, I
If
think
she's
Zannah's the
all
only one that
Druid.
could.
I don't know if she's all Druid or not.
I think
Pretty
she
sure
is.
she's all
I
Druid.
think that was her plan.
She's full Druid?
I think so.
Then yeah, in the course of a day we could get it. The other problem is that that sort of level magic requires expensive gems. And do you guys have any? I don't carry one.
I don't think so.
You guys do remember that you had recovered, when looking for a gem to save Zella, you did recover 1 diamond from this statue, worth 100 gold pieces.
Hell yeah, we did.
However, and with the medicine check, I'll say that Gibillion can relay this, but once Zannah is out of wolf form, she could tell you too. The Greater Restoration spell does require diamond dust, so you'd have to have a way of converting it.
Well, she recalls the spell. I can work on grinding it with jeweler's tools and getting it situated. We can give that a try to get you up, but for the rest of the day, I think you're somewhat fucked.
Well, that's nice.
I mean, you did
But
say you wanted to get
hopefully
up.
tomorrow will be better, bud. So yeah, let's press on through the door, but let's be a little careful not to overextend ourselves, and yeah, seeing as our door opener is short 25 hit points.
Give or take a lot.
Oof.
No, it's 27. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. So we should be able to get you.
Non-trivial.
We should be able to get you in the morning, barring something terrible happening, but probably need to put in a full day's work with what we're at, and maybe we'll find another diamond so we're not bankrupt.
Good luck to you guys. I will be opening no doors.
You probably need to open it, but let Zannah go through it, so she can tank, but she doesn't have thumbs.
Yeah.
So it might be a open door, but hold door for us kind of gentlemanly approach. So yeah, let's start making our way downtown before Zannah's wolf form wears off or my suppression rounds do.
Alright, so headed off to the east.
Yep.
Alright, and with that, as we head into this new area, since we only have about 15 minutes left, we're going to go ahead and end there for the night. So thank you all for joining us, and I think we should, fingers crossed, that my presentation goes well next Thursday, but assuming all things go well, we should be back again at the normal time next Thursday. So we'll hopefully see you guys then.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.